Hey everyone, welcome back to Isaiah 7:9 Rocks. It's time to talk about Christmas. It's that time of the year, the most wonderful time of the year. The time where you can get together with your family, watch amazing family-friendly Christmas movies, and also indulge in the birth of Christ, because that is what Christmas is truly about. Especially as believers that we are, we want to spread the gospel. We want to declare that Christ is born. Joy to the world. And, like I said, this is the time of the year that we come together and we watch films that have the Christmas spirit in them. And there are so many good family Christmas films. But there are some Christmas films that are not for families. And we're going to be talking about one in particular. I don't like to get overly political on this channel, but I feel like I need to talk about this film because this is a film that is blatantly mocking the Christian faith, and it needs to be talked about. And that is the 2024 animated Netflix original film, That Christmas. This film is based on a book, and I saw the trailer for it earlier this year. It didn't really look appealing to me, so I never checked it out. I don't have Netflix, so I can't actually watch it and review it for myself. But I can judge the movie based off of the reviews I've seen. Now today I saw a post on Facebook, and the date today is December 7th of 2024. I saw a post today. I lost the post, so can't really show you the post, but I saw a post. Somebody screenshotted a scene from the film and stuff like that. And they were saying that this film is blatantly mocking the birth of Christ and a nativity type scene in the film. And it has like pro-choice, climate change, like these very woke messagings in the film. And this is supposed to be a kid's film. So I was really curious about that, so I decided to go check and look at reviews. And we're looking to look at 3 different websites for reviews. I got them right here on my phone. Yeah, this is not a kid's film. It's aimed at kids. This is not a kid's film. So if you are a parent who has been wanting to check out this film called That Christmas, I highly suggest that you don't, so that you can protect your child. Unless you don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm not a parent. I cannot tell you how to parent your children. But this is just a video exposing the darkness of this movie. So our first review is going to be from IMDb. And this is the only really negative review that I saw that explained why. It says, not appropriate for kids. Loved everything else. This movie, while showcasing stellar animation, sound design, and an engaging series of twists, unfortunately includes content I felt was not suitable for the target audience's age. For instance, it contains subtle references to pro-choice ideologies and the birth of Christ, which may go over young viewers' heads or spark questions parents aren't ready to address. Additionally, a scene featuring a questionable Speedo seemed out of place in a film aimed at children, potentially making some parents uncomfortable. Despite these moments, the overall production quality and storytelling were enjoyable. However, it would have been better if the filmmakers had focused more on universally appealing films to avoid alienating parts of the audience. If it's a children's film, it should be for children. It should not be preaching to them about abortion. It should not be preaching to them about pro-choice and stuff. And this is not supposed to be a Christian film, obviously. And there are other reviews that actually go into detail about this specific film, the specific scene about the pro-choice and the birth of Christ. But having a character wear a Speedo in a kid's film, that's a little questionable, especially for an animated film. So, not so sure about that. Okay, now we're going on to Google reviews, because you can do that. You can leave them right on Google. Okay. This one comes, from Mark Anthony Galvin. Okay. It's a movie that promotes woke ideologies, including climate change activism, pro-choice rights, and the far-left liberalism. It is an uneasy watch that veers into absurdity from the very beginning. In the first few minutes, the movie takes a bizarre turn when Mary, the mother of Jesus, is portrayed as a pro-choice woman who decides to keep the baby. This decision is echoed by her classmates who cheerfully chant, "I've decided to keep the baby." As the story unfolds, Mary proceeds to metaphorically kill Jesus by dropping a watermelon, symbolizing his crucifixion as the watermelon splatters red juice, blood, across the audience. Tragically, Mary ultimately decides to abort her son at birth. What in the world? And that's kind of where I wanted to stop that review, because the rest is mainly about climate change, and we don't talk about that really. This is a Christian channel. So this is a cartoon. Remember that. This is a cartoon aimed at children that shows a nativity scene at a production, and this kid throws a watermelon on the ground, practically saying that they're aborting Jesus. That's a little concerning. That is very concerning, especially for a kid's film. This one comes from Joshua Wells. It's a very woke, climate change, pro-choice, far-left, liberal, uneasy movie. Okay. A lot of people saying the same thing. The first 15 minutes of this movie is beyond ridiculous, and that's put in a nice way. Mary, the mother of Jesus, is pro-choice, as she says, "I've decided to keep the baby," which is echoed by classmates. And then Mary proceeds to drop baby Jesus, who's a watermelon, metaphorically killing Jesus as the watermelon splatters red juice or blood all over the audience. Mary inevitably decides to abort baby Jesus. Okay, so pretty much the same review. And then other stuff about climate change. This is very concerning. I'm not even a parent, and I don't think I would even watch this movie myself. Plus, like I said before, this movie did not seem appealing to me, but it definitely doesn't now. This review comes from Abraham K. Too woke, pro-choice, liberal feminism movie. The first few minutes was just them mocking Christianity and the Nativity. If this wasn't a kids' movie, I'd particularly understand, because it's 2024. It's a trend to mock religion and try to be woke, and failing miserably. But this is a kids' movie, infecting the children's minds. And before you say you're an adult and why are you talking, I'm 13. This is from a kid's perspective on the movie. I don't want my little cousins watching it before they start trying to be woke and shit. So this is coming from a kid. This is coming from a kid's mind, saying, no, this is too far. Obviously, this is a kid raised right, so kudos to the parent that's raising this child, because this child's awesome. This review comes from Renos Pavlatos. We watched with our family the first 5 minutes before reading any comments, because if I had read them, I wouldn't have picked the movie. Mocking Christ is not an art. Keep your beliefs and your woke agendas for yourself. From us, it's a big no. Okay. So they started watching the movie before reviewing it. Now, I think this is actually important because as a Christian, if you want to protect your mind, your spirituality, your heart, if you are in a way, not saying weak, but if you are easily influenced by negativity and influenced by films, then you should always read reviews. Always read the reviews, because it will give you a detail of what the movie's like without maybe spoiling it, and then you can actually go into the movie and see if you're going to like it. It's very important, especially as a Christian, if you feel that you are easily influenced, or if you have a family. If you haven't noticed, I am in a different location. Well, I'm still in the same location. Okay, I just don't have a green screen behind me. I am in the process of moving. Yeah, in the month of December, I'm moving. Pretty crazy. It's going to be a big move for me, so I might not post for a while, like usual. But the next time I upload, I'm probably going to be in an actual different location. Might even be outside. I don't know, depending on how cold it is where I'm going. Or I just might not upload for a while. It's hard to say. If I am outside, I'm probably going to be wearing a jacket, because it might be cold. But yeah, I'm in the process of moving, so if you want to help support my move to help me get back on my feet, because I don't have a job currently. I'm in the process of trying to find a job where I'm moving. You're more than welcome to help donate to help me stay on my feet so I can afford bills and stuff. And our Cash App at Isaiah79Rocks. And it's highly appreciated. This review comes from Jessica Padilla. The Virgin Mary singing, "I decided to keep the baby," while referring to our Savior Jesus Christ, yet the watermelon representing a baby is dropped in red splatters everywhere. I don't find this considerate or respectful of Christianity. The movie could have been really good if Jesus Christ was either honored or simply not included in this type of manner. Yes, that's what a lot of people are trying to say, is this movie would have been a good movie if they wouldn't have mocked Christianity. And obviously, there's a lot of climate change talk. So we're now moving on to Rotten Tomatoes, the audience score, not the critics. We don't trust the critics when it comes to Rotten Tomatoes. Jeff B. says, "Atrociously bad, wokeified the birth of Jesus and turned it into a story about climate change and women." Okay. This one's from Michael G. "Terrible, full of the message, making it completely unenjoyable." This one doesn't have a name, but it says, "You lost me at climate change and the three wise women. Keep this garbage out of kids' movies." Yes, I read that in the Nativity scene part of the movie, they don't have men playing the three wise men. They have women playing them. So, yeah, three wise women. This is the last review we have right here from Ethan K. It says, "A movie that is supposed to encapsulate the almighty deity's son's birthday to 3 billion plus Christians should be the very least correct in relation to source material, i.e. the Bible. To wokeify somebody's belief is preposterous and insulting to an insane degree. Changing the details in the Bible is blasphemous and disrespectful." Yes. And those are the reviews for this movie called That Christmas. Now, I guess the point of this video that I'm trying to, point out is we got to be careful about what we will let our family and kids watch, especially if it is aimed at children, because Hollywood nowadays likes to put little tiny things in movies that could easily influence your children. And it's really sad. It's really sad that we cannot hardly let our kids watch anything. I mean, I know of instances that people have to pre-watch episodes of like stuff from PBS Kids nowadays because they're starting to put things in these children's shows that are just absolutely terrible. That a child should not be taught. And in this type of instance, this Christmas movie that is based around Santa Claus, that starts off with a nativity play of Mary practically saying, hey, I decided to keep Jesus and not have an abortion, that is highly inappropriate. How low does Netflix have to go? Like, they just also came out with another movie, Netflix. I'm not doing a review on it because, like I said, I don't have Netflix. But they came out with another movie about the life of Mary, and Joel Osteen company is helped to make this film, but it's also based with on like the Catholic Virgin Mary. Okay, like obviously Mary was real. She was the Virgin Mary. I mean, yeah. Okay, obviously it's all biblical, but this movie apparently starts off, according to YouTuber Mike Winger, he said that this movie starts off with Mary saying, hey, you don't know the full story. This is the real story. What? Okay. I guess, I mean, yeah, you can take some creative liberties. Obviously, we know one show that likes to take creative liberties. It's Chosen. Yeah. We don't like The Chosen on this channel, so sorry, guys. Hopefully you don't like The Chosen, because I'm always going to bash that show. Sorry. And it's not because of the second commandment heresy, okay? I'm not getting into that. It's because it's a Mormon Roman Catholic show. Okay. Enough said. But Christmas. Christmas movies should be about families coming together to enjoy the spirit of Christmas. Okay, there are some great Christmas family films out there. And there's some not good ones, obviously. Such as That Christmas. Not a family film. Not a kids movie. I mean, obviously, because it has this ultra messaging about abortion and mocking Christianity and climate change. Stuff that kids don't really need to learn about right now, okay? That's just inappropriate. That's all I have for today's video. What are your guys' thoughts on That Christmas? And what are family-friendly Christmas films that you would recommend people watching, and what are some that you don't recommend watching? Leave those in the comments section below. So thank you very much for watching. Now remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and click that bell so you can stay up to date with my content whenever I upload. Thank you very much, and remember to stay gospel driven. Take care, and God bless.